Hello, welcome to 7806 Upper 167th Street West in Lakeville. Here's the beauty right here. Front side of the house, sitting on Upper 167th Street. This side is facing north. So now, looking north, west, up and down the street in the neighborhood. Obviously that's a dead end. Pretty big yards in this neighborhood, especially for all these duplexes right here. On the other side of the street, you can actually see the sign. Maybe you can't. That's Foxborough Park. So backing up to these homes across the street is a big park area. Interestingly, as I walk up, you can see 7816, the adjoining house here, has some fresh postings on it. 24-hour eviction notice as of September 7th, which is not too many days ago now. So not on the market yet, but will be. They've got the home steps foreclosure, so that'll have a 15-day period undoubtedly for the for owner occupants. But they're both generally kind of in the same condition. Obviously we can't get into that one, so we'll look at what we have here. First of all, the driveway is pretty rough. Hasn't been maintained, so you can see some of the asphalt here. That's just dirt. It's all ripped up, cracks. Actually not as crumbly as a lot of the driveways that we've seen. People have kind of been parking in the lane here in the dirt alongside. Trees are overgrown, touching the house. You can see the panels here. That's not really stucco, that's that kind of like fake wood masonite style paneling, textured to look like stucco, and you can kind of see where the moisture is eating away at that all along all of these panels. Along this little roof area, soffit area is peeling paint. The roof looks mediocre. We might be able to get a look at that from the back. It seems some way decent. Looks like the front apron. I'm not sure if this has been replaced or if this has just stayed in decent condition. But so the exterior, these sidewalk panels are cracked and kind of lumpy. The exterior doesn't look that bad in the video. It's hard to say. You can see little peels of paint along this masonite type siding. Here's a little windowsill that's obviously all rotted around there. Here's this little step, a little deck to come in. You can see the wood on this railing is all rotted, so I would bet this whole deck would probably need to be replaced. As long as we're outside, let's take a look at the rest of the exterior. Fenced yard, large fenced yard. There you can see under the meter here that this paneling is just eaten away and ripped up. You can poke your hole all the way, poke a hole all the way into the interior insulation of the home there. So the exterior on this is really rough. It looks like somebody tried to seal, done some patches along here with some caulking to try to protect it, but it was a temporary fix at best. Here's another good example of moisture getting in and ruining that paneling. So here's the rear of the house. It does have a little walkout, just kind of like a regular front door style walkout. It's got this deck, which actually feels pretty solid, but it looks pretty rough when we get up there. You'll see. Yard. Again, this neighboring property is going to be on the market very soon. But fence running all the way up the middle. There's a shed back here. Fence running along right behind those trees. So a really good sized yard. Nice fire pit. Neighboring properties have a little whatever, so you know, good space from the neighboring properties here. Look at the air conditioning unit while we're outside. It doesn't look as old as it could be. Who knows if it works, but these little railroad ties that are rotting all around the house too. So let's go on the front door, see what we got. Drive your El Camino back here, park it in the yard with that double-sided gate. Pretty sweet. All right, walk up these rickety stairs, get in, split entry style house. Can go down to the garage, you can go up to the living room, the dining area with the deck to the back. There's the kitchen, 2 bedrooms upstairs and a bath. Yeah, let's start upstairs. Upstairs isn't really that horrible. This is Pergo flooring, so it's not real wood. But yeah, some parts of this house aren't that horrible, like the floor and the walls here. We're going to notice several punch outs in the wall throughout the house, which is not surprising. Just this real cheap, tinny 2 panes of sliders here on all the windows in the house. So this is like the aluminum frame, and these slide back and forth, so there's 2 on each side, but they're not well insulated or anything. Walking into the dining area, so we've just got this small dividing wall between the living room and the kitchen. Standing in the dining area, lovely chandelier. Formica countertops. Cabinets are pretty worn and rough. Seem functional, but I'm not sure if they could even be painted. The wood is really cheap and dried out. The refrigerator is gone, but there is room for a refrigerator, the stove, the sink, and the dishwasher in here. It's got this crazy tile. It's pretty great. You can see this Pergo's peeling up from moisture getting at it in this area, and we will look more closely downstairs. But there's a water leak coming from these, I believe, these feeder pipes to this sink or to the bathroom, one of the 2. But when we'll get downstairs, we'll see that water coming from the pressure in those pipes has destroyed the lower level laundry area and bathroom and stuff. Let's take a look out the deck. Oh yeah, so I guess my point, if you can see that with the moisture damage to the Pergo, these floors, especially in the kitchen, are soft and warped. You can see that the Pergo has suffered some moisture damage, so these floors would need to be replaced, especially the kitchen, maybe even the subfloor in there from the moisture under the sink. Here's the deck. Pretty good sized deck. It feels solid, but you can see it's kind of wavy and angled funny. So I'm not sure if somebody would be comfortable living in it, if the planks need to be replaced or have it removed. A good example of how this exterior was not maintained. This paint is just flaking away here on this little divider wall between us and the neighbor. Not sure I'm going to hold this up. I can't see what you're seeing, but that's a view of the roof. From what I can look at, it looks, I don't know, mediocre, functional. Then you can see over where the little chimney stack is, you can see that there's damage to that as well. Paint peeling off. All right, let's go back inside, look at the rest of the upstairs. So again, much rougher in here than I think it's going to appear in the pictures. Doesn't smell bad on this level, at least. Pergo flooring through the hallway. We've got a couple little closets here. One little closet, another closet here. The doors have been removed. Here's the upstairs bathroom. It's like probably ceramic tile on the floor and some hilarious, light blue tile and stuff. Around here, fiberglass or plastic insert for the shower. There's the fan kind of falling out of the ceiling. So this would all need to be replaced. It's got this nice decorative fish trim. You might want to save that, but everything else probably needs to come out. The floor does seem solid. You got this marble vanity with the green marble. Very nice toilet. Yeah, so at least the tub and shower fixture needs to come out. Certainly the toilet as well as this vanity. The floor is probably the most functional thing in here, but when you get everything else pulled out, probably can't save that. This is probably the master bedroom. Just follow your way in through the punch mark. Fairly decent size. There's a ceiling fan, 2 windows in here, and again, more of these cheap aluminum double sliders on the side and the front. So if you have the front window, driveway, there's a big tree in the front. So here we go. A lot of punches in the wall. There's another one. A little walk-in closet. It's a pretty decent walk-in closet. They put their fist all the way through this one. Good for them. So walk-in closet. So this would, I guess, be the master bedroom. The carpet is stained and marked and needs to be gone. Another bedroom around the corner here. Smaller, but still fairly decent. Same window out to the front. This aluminum slider stuff. Another hole in the wall. Pretty good closet, ceiling fan, more holes in the door. So yeah, 2 bedrooms up here. Cool. Let's go downstairs. Downstairs is where the majority of the damage is here, and it's kind of confined to one spot, which I guess is good, in the laundry area / bathroom. Good sized garage. It's a little wider, maybe about 2.5 to 3 feet on either side of the door, so it's actually quite a good large space in here. But with this beam coming across, I'm not sure that limits trucks. I guess that's probably 7.5 to 8 feet. Door, little workbench over there. That window's looks like it's been taped off. So then we come into the garage, and this is the area under the stairway. We don't have a light down there. Looks like there might be a little. Not sure if that's. Oh, don't have any functioning lights down here. It seems okay. The problem is, in this room, there's a preview. But let's look at the rest of the area here. We got this small living area, drop ceiling. There's that door to the backyard that we saw. There's a fireplace down here. Very nice wood paneling on the wall. Just kidding, I'm being facetious, but it has this wood paneling, probably done by one of the previous homeowners, with the drop ceiling, kind of a self-finished basement. Little tile apron in front of the fireplace. This must be the electrical box, I'm guessing, right? Here it is. So, and then I think ordinarily in these houses you'd see this whole area opened up, but they actually divided it off here, put a little door frame in, so you actually get a 3rd bedroom down here. Fairly small, probably like 9 by 9, but big enough to put a bed in, I think. Window under the deck. There's the backyard again. So a decent sized window. There is a closet. More drop ceiling action. You can see the ductwork up there has been run through the basement. But here's a hint of things to come. You can kind of see the stain on that ceiling tile as it meets up with this closet. My first thing that I saw before I went into the laundry was this mold along the base of this floor, wondering where that was coming from. That is mold. And then we go around the corner into the bathroom area. We got the laundry. It's a finished area, but you can see these ceiling tiles are heavily damaged, and the reason being, you look over here, these things have just fallen out of the ceiling, and definitely this is either the plumbing, I think that, not sure what's the plumbing to the kitchen versus the bathroom, but in any case, if you look up there, you can see that water's been leaking and it's been dripping, and you can even see right there, it's just steadily dripping constantly. And although these ceiling tiles have either been removed or have fallen, that leak has not yet been stopped. So we've got ceiling tiles down here, and with that water falling just inside the sheetrock, I'm gonna guess that there's moisture, it feels cold, all along that wall, and then as it hits bottom, it starts to accumulate with nowhere to go. You end up with all this mold coming from behind that wall. So who knows how far it's gotten in the house, but that's what we got for the water problem, again stemming from those little feeder pipes that run either the kitchen or the bathroom leaking behind this wall. Got an old water heater. We got medium age furnace. It's probably old, kind of crammed in to this little closet area in the bathroom. All right, and I'm running out of 15 minutes, so we'll shut off 7806 Upper 167th.